Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a good game. I thought picked up from where we were last week in terms of effort and attitude, and our defensive resolve was really good. But left a lot of tries out there. I think we got over the line 4 times in the first half, and then probably let two go there in the second half. Just a little bit of finesse on our edges, a bit of continuity there and a bit of chemistry, I suppose. So the more they play together, they're going to be better at them. But I thought we probably should have iced that game there and had our chances. But the 2 tries, the strip, the contentious one in the first half, and then the obstruction off the scrum, you can't do that. And that'll be something that we need to get some answers on, because I don't coach the players to lie down. Maybe I will now.
Did you think that Oates had gone through the line? Why do you think the number allowed that?
I have no idea. I bet I'll ask him. Because he led at the outside shoulder of Braden Burns. Ockenball thinks he's got help coming, but he didn't. You can't. It's in the rule book, and you can't do it, and it cost us bad. But we still had, outside of that, we still had a lot of chances to win the game. But I thought we moved the ball a lot better than we have for a long time.
Do you feel there was an issue maybe with the attack that, that's to have that much ball, nearly 60% of the ball, and only score 10 points? You must be somewhat disappointed with the ability to create chances.
No, I think you're wrong there. I think they created a lot of chances, mate. If you go back and look at it, and they got over the line 4 times in the first half, and they created a lot of chances there in the second half, but we haven't got the polish there at the end to convert them, and that's something we've got to keep working on. No doubt, totally, onto that. But in terms of creating opportunities, we would probably have a look at it. We probably created about 8 tries, but only come away with a couple.
How did you see Matt Burton's influence, Baz, and some of those kicks he was putting up for the back 3 the other night?
Yeah, he was terrific tonight, Burdo. So he's a very, very good player. He gets us into good field position with his kicking, and he's only going to get better and better too. So, it's only his second game with his teammates. And as long as they keep turning up with that grit and resolve, and they turn up tomorrow to prepare for next week, and we keep working hard on our attack, we'll win those games. But we haven't been in a position like we have in the last 2 weeks to be in the game at the back end. Last year we weren't. Well, we are now, and that's the next part of our development as a team.
What do you make of that leader's first game?
Yeah, I thought he did some good things. I think the more minutes he plays, the better he's going to get.
Do you think with Tavita, I think you had 4 offloads last week and 20 tonight, and Tavita I think was 5 of them on his own. Do you think that's something that you, going forward, you've got a pack with Josh and Luke Thompson, people like that, who've got that in their game? Do you think that's something that you can really use to your advantage across the whole season, particularly to create more play and create more sort of broken play to work with?
Yeah, it's definitely handy. We've got a few blokes in our team who can offload the ball, so any second phase we can get, we'll take at the right time.
Is this something that you're looking to deliberately bring in? Because I think that would be by far the highest in the NRL so far this year.
Yeah, but as I said, we've got some individuals there who can promote the ball, so it's handy.
Those projected kickers has been in the headlines all weekend. What do you make of that collision with Tavita and Adam Reynolds there in the opening couple of minutes he was placed on report?
Yeah, I didn't think there was too much in that, and he actually tried to hold him up on the way down, so certainly no intent there.
Josh, does it make it a bit, when it only comes down to 1 try, does it make a loss like that just a little bit harder to swallow?
Oh yeah, it was tough. We certainly had enough opportunities to win. I'm not going to say anything that Trent hasn't. Just a little bit of cohesion and on the edges and a little bit of polish. It was probably half a dozen times I thought throughout the game where if we iced the last pass, then we'd probably score. And I think that's just time spent together and combinations. Both of our edges are brand new, so haven't played a lot of footy together at all. So that'll come with time, I think.
As everyone knew about the next 4 games against the top 4 teams from last year, how do you feel after the first fortnight, what you've seen so far against that really difficult stretch for the next month? Because obviously a lot of positive signs.
Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of positive signs, and as I said, as long as they keep turning up with the effort and the attitude that they have tonight and keep playing for each other, eventually things will start going their way. The better they get, they will start finding those last passes, and you will get the tries that we didn't get in the first half. So you just got to stick to the process there and stick together. We didn't get any injuries, which is good, but we've got to be aware too of the effort on the back of the travel to the Cowboys and make sure we look after him this week.
On that, Josh, you know, by the end of the last 5 minutes of the game, obviously with the game on the line, everybody looked absolutely knackered out there, both on the Broncos side and your side. Do you think that's something that just needs to come as the season goes on? I think of what you said about Tavita there, that he was really blowing at the end. Sorry, there's a question. Do you think there's something that you can build into and say, look, if we just keep doing this, we'll be able to do it for 8 minutes and we'll get there?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a confidence thing. The more time we play together and the more positions that we end up in like that, and we win and we come away with a good result, you know, the more confidence that we get, and the more likely we are to repeat them, I guess. So, yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time. But, yeah, I think tonight there were certainly enough opportunities there for us to win the game.
When you may get to beat, he's obviously going to get better with a bit more game time under his belt.
Yeah, 100%. He's it was his first game back this year. I don't even know if he played in any trial games. So he'll definitely get better. But he offers us something that I guess that we haven't had here for a little while. A little bit of X factor, and his offload, like we spoke about, it just breaks defensive lines up a little bit and makes it a little bit harder. So yeah, he's going to get even better as the season goes on.
He looked like he had the eyes rolling, Baz, after the first spell. Did you have to have a little word to him at half time just to make sure we weren't going over the red line? Or?
No, he was good. I think we don't need to tell him to be aggressive. That's in his nature anyway. But he's always going to sail, you know, close to the wind, Tavita, and that's what makes him such a special player as well. So I think the more games he plays, the better he'll go. But he didn't need any firing up tonight.
Does the middle just go now, though? Is that what you want him permanently for the rest of this year, playing in the middle rather than on edge?
We're light on edge back rowers at the moment, so he may spend some time there. We've still got Fatala Mariner and Matty Dury who aren't available. There's a few there, so we are a bit light in the back row, so he may spend some time there. But at the moment, you know, he's doing a job in the middle, so we just keep stretching his minutes out and get him going. He had a really disrupted pre-season as well, but he did some good things there tonight. We just get him out there longer.
What the next week, Baz?
Sorry?
What the next week?
Yeah, it's always a challenge going to Brookvale, you know, and particularly they've lost their opening 2 games, opening in the new stand. So under no illusions how difficult that'll be, but we'll be okay.